So as everyone knows, there's a major controversy surrounding Fox News host Tucker Carlson right now with, of course, previous statements he said years ago on a radio show with Bubba the Love Sponge when he was still on MSNBC that was just released by Media Matters, an organization financed by George Soros and is being spread by the most trusted name in news, the news organization that literally ate human brains on national television, told you WikiLeaks emails are illegal, and said that a black hole swallowed an airplane. CNN is promoting as much outrage as they can around this to, of course, take Tucker Carlson down. Now, there's a couple important things to note here, and it is fact that Media Matters cut up a whole bunch of clips, and they are out of context, and two, they have been caught promoting fake news and just outright lying sometimes, of course, for political power. Now, again, another thing to understand here is that this is not the first time Tucker Carlson has been in trouble. So what's happening here is, of course, this outrage is being built, and they're hoping that enough people get angry, contact Fox News, contact the advertisers, which previously has worked before, as we have seen at least 28 advertisers, according to this article by Business Insider, that stopped advertising on Tucker Carlson, including Outback Steakhouse, who stopped advertising this year because of, quote, controversial comments made by Tucker Carlson. And that's sad. I kind of liked Outback, that the kind of bloomin' sauce that they have. I bet it's probably chipotle and horseradish, but again, what we're seeing here is this mob mentality trying to galvanize as many people as they can to, of course, first take away the advertisers and then hopefully lobby Fox News to make sure that Tucker Carlson no longer has a job. And this is the ultimate end goal. The ultimate end goal is to bring down Tucker Carlson. And this is a very important case that will determine a big future for the rest of a lot of online personalities, because as you're going to see later on in this video, there's dirt on almost the majority of public figures, especially the shock jocks, especially the older radio hosts that would get attention by saying controversial things. And what's really going to be interesting to see here is not only Tucker Carlson's response, but also what Fox News does. So if Fox News fires Tucker Carlson, this is going to send a wave where people are going to be going back in time machines online and looking at every little thing everyone's posting, because again, this is going to be weaponized. It's not only going to be weaponized on the left, it's also going to be weaponized on the right. And we've seen dirt brought up, especially with the Virginia governor wearing blackface before, and then his lieutenant governor being accused of sexual misconduct. So many things being brought up from the past that do make a big effect here. But if Fox News stands behind Tucker Carlson, this will set a very important precedent that I believe will put the nail in the coffin for this kind of vitriolic outrage, hate click tit bait that is meant to, of course, lobby for a political side. And again, the main sides here are the left and right. Both of them are full of crap. Both of them just are after power and to take each other down, especially their competition. And that's why CNN is competition to Tucker Carlson, and Tucker Carlson is competition to CNN. So it's going to be fascinating to see how this all will unfold. Still, kind of disappointed in Outback, which I will reiterate a little bit more by explaining my side later on at the end of this video. But of course, the backlash and the outrage is being promoted and pushed by CNN right now, which, along with the likes of Brian Stetler, are having a field day with this and running a lot of news articles. I'm watching you can't even call it news, the mind-controlled propaganda distorted view of reality garbage that they are spewing right now on television, and they keep bringing it up almost every 30 minutes to an hour. This is something that, of course, they're going to be running with for quite a while, and allegedly this is only the beginning, as Media Matters is now even teasing of new videos that are going to be focused about race and ethnicity that they're going to be releasing of Tucker Carlson from, again, over 10 years ago on this show. With, again, Bubba the Love Sponge, who is just like another weirdo Howard Stern kind of personality that still exists and still produces radio shows with pretty much the same content. Interestingly enough, he's also the same character involved in the whole Hulk Hogan illicit tape extortion, Gawker lawsuit, and that whole confusing situation that ultimately took down Gawker. Now, Tucker Carlson, of course, released a small response right now saying that, quote, Media Matters caught me saying something naughty on a radio show more than a decade ago. Rather than express the usual ritual contrition, How about this? I'm on television every weeknight live for an hour. If you want to know what I think, you can watch. Anyone who disagrees with my views is welcome to come on and explain why. Teasing pretty much that his official response will be on his show tonight, which of course I know a lot of people are going to be tuning into and will most likely boost ratings significantly on the Fox News show. Now, of course, most likely Tucker Carlson will not apologize for these comments and probably will also double down. But it does have to be noted here that this is a coordinated campaign by Media Matters that, again, is going to prolong this matter and is teasing of more information still coming about more controversial comments. And of course, the clickbait outrage culture, click tits, will continue with many news organizations piling on, trying to, of course, sway advertisers and viewers from boycotting and not watching the network at all. Now, I think everyone would agree that a lot of the comments are definitely distasteful, wrong, and definitely inappropriate, to say the least. But does this justify the mob rule and this kind of outrage mentality that we're seeing perpetrated by these organizations, Media Matters, and CNN? And I say unequivocally, no, because if you look at almost every popular person's past, they always have something controversial that they brought up. And what are we going to start doing? Going through everyone's past? Whoopi Goldberg, who previously protected Roman Polanski. Bill Maher, who again made very similar comments to what Tucker Carlson has been saying from the almost the same amount of time frame that he was saying it at. And again, these are comments made from the past. And even though they're sentiments that I disagree with, they are still here for the human record for us to understand. And they're essentially just words. That's it. That's all they are. Just words. And whether it's Bill Maher, Whoopi Goldberg, or Tucker Carlson, I believe we all should have the free expression to be able to say whatever we want, especially 10 years ago, without having to be lynched for it right now in this politically motivated bigger power move that is being made here, that is being engineered, that is being artificially pushed just for outrage for a bigger reason. And whether it's someone on the left or right, let them say whatever they want to say, because that's the only way to have a free and open society without having people afraid of expressing the truth of what they believe in and the truth about their experiences. That's the only way to have a free and open society. And sadly, we're moving away from that. And a lot of people are afraid. A lot of comedians have even voiced their concern from not being able to tell jokes that they previously were able to. People are getting in trouble for old jokes that they made, and this is absolutely ridiculous. First, they go after your jobs, then social media companies will take you down, then big financial institutions will take you down, which eventually will lead to governments taking you down for expressing opinions that they don't agree with. And this is a dangerous precedent that already exists in China, but already exists here in the United States, where people are getting their jobs taken away, their social media taken away, their financial banking institutions taken away, and soon all the other privileges that need to be pretty much existent for us to have a life will be taken away because of people's opinion. This is a slippery slope being pushed on by CNN that is a very dangerous one, that is leading towards an Orwellian society where, again, are perfectly reminiscent of doublespeak in 1984. And I don't want to live in a world like that, and sadly, there's people who are pushing towards it. And I don't agree what Tucker Carlson said. I don't agree what Bill Maher said. I don't agree what Whoopi Goldberg said. And again, those are not my point of views, what they expressed previously before, but they have every right to express those opinions. And you may not like it, and you know what? That's okay, because you should never let someone have power over you, especially with just their words. And the more you let someone unnerve you, the more you let someone get on your nerves, stress you out, piss you off with just simply their words, you're ultimately just giving them power. And the more you think you're taking away power from them, no, the more you're making their ideas infamous and popular by trying to, of course, fight them. Let them pass by. People were idiots, especially a few years ago. Some of the things I did a couple years ago, I look back on and I'm like, well, that's pretty dumb. And again, the only way to kind of move forward from it and to be better is to realize it and rationally understand it, than just being outraged about it and demanding that the powers that be do something for you. Stop with that slave mentality and start being a free and independent thinker, which we hope to do. and we of course strive to do on this independent media organization. By the way, also don't forget to sign up on your email list, because again, at any time we could also be taken down for just even expressing these opinions. And if you disagree with that, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family members, because if you don't, the YouTube algorithm definitely won't. And because of you sharing and voting with your clicks and voting with your dollars and supporting independent media, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And that's why I always say, love you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on youtube.com/we are change.